stay together in one room. And a long time actually we disconnected when he goes to the USA. My son, this is my son.
Hello. Hello,
uh,
young man.
Hi, bolo hi.
Hi.
uh, Actually without Sangeet, actually it's quite tough for me to connect with you, as because the payment system is very tough in Bangladesh to direct,
Yes.
so he helped me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sangeet, hey Sangeet, if you're watching, because I sent Sangeet a link. So Sangeet, want to give a shout out to you. Okay, so let me go ahead and silence this extra stream. Sorry about that. So Sangeet might be watching because I sent Sangeet a link. And for those of you that are just coming on YouTube, we're talking about how MD came on the program. He's talking about how hard the payment system is from Bangladesh. He got a friend of his to be the intermediary between Praizion and him. So Sangeet helped him get on the system, and just amazingly patient, nice guy. And now, Sangeet, this is the handiwork of your graciousness. MD is now a PMP guru. Now a boss. So, MD, we're going to walk through your journey to becoming certified. And here we go. All right. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Good. So, MD, let's talk about this picture that you sent in. What is all this? You're going to scare people who haven't heard about PMP. You want to tell them what this first picture is? What's all this stuff over here?
Yeah, actually, I have sorted out all those documents that from start to end, including your including the PMP journey. So in my reading room, I have sorted all those documents
Wow.
and take a picture and send it to you, basically.
Wow. Let's talk about these things over here. Is that a schedule we're seeing?
Right. Actually, when have lost my first exam at 28 December in 2020. After that, actually, I took 1 month break, and then actually each and every day I just took only 2 hours to continue my study after failing the exam in first time. So
Wow.
at that time, at 25th of March, and I'm taking I'm just showing you uh, just 24 days schedule in Gantt chart,
I
and
see.
in Gantt chart, and you see that. um, just one more thing.
Let's go there. Yeah. So for those watching, MD built a 24-day schedule using a Gantt chart. That's a good project manager. You build a schedule to manage your PMP exam prep.
Yeah, yeah. This is this
Oh, is
one.
that it? Let's take a look. Show us. Show us again. Let
Yeah,
me come out so you can.
yeah. Actually, this is the Gantt chart for 24 days,
Wow.
and which is actually, and I already sent to you an email for the project charter and the kickoff agenda, and each and every project I have tried to
Yes.
establish the learning that I have learned from you, basically.
Yes,
So
and MD, I want to toot the horn a little bit because you haven't seen this slide. I put this slide I'm about to show together because I wanted people to understand how much work you did. Now, not very many students hold my attention as much as you did for one reason. This is a tribute to your dedication. You've not seen this before. You don't know this, but we have a common mailbox so everyone at Praizion can see what's coming in. You have your own special folder in our email. You have the MD homework folder. And to go a step further, this is all the homework you were sending in from day one all the way to the end. You kept sending in every single day of homework. This is a level of dedication I want people to be aware of, that you earned a special folder in our company mailbox. And not just that, it's not just email. In every email, there's a detailed breakdown of every single question. And honestly, when I saw this, I'm like, wow, if I needed to hire someone tomorrow to do this, it will be MD, because you showed a lot of dedication, a whole lot. So I want to give you a massive shout out, because you have your own special mailbox in our mailbox for
It's
all
my
the work that
pleasure.
you did. Yeah, so well done. Well done. Let's talk about this one, MD. What's this?
Yeah, actually, it's your suggestion also at that time when you trained us, and each and every line I've just highlighted the main point I need to figure out. And when I review the chapters, then just highlight it. When I take the exam, before 2 weeks ago, I'm just review it. Actually, you know that each and every section is not possible to go through the full
Mhm.
book. So I'm just highlighted, only read the highlighted sections. So it helped me a lot. And actually, it's so that there are two types of sketch. One is the highlighted, and another is the written text, or the yeah, the uh,
Wow. Wow. Every word,
yeah,
every single word.
yeah.
Well,
I
it
try to
just,
do.
yeah, it just shows your dedication. You really drank the Kool-Aid. You did everything that we had recommended. You watched all the videos. You did all the homework. Wow. I mean, it's not a surprise that you succeeded. And I really want to commend you in the journey, because not only have you made yourself proud, we at Praizion are proud. Sangeet is definitely proud that and happy, being your buddy. And I just want to tell everyone else that hard work, when you put your mind to it, it pays off. Just look at all of that. This is all that MD did: read the PMBOK guide, made his own study materials, wrote down incessantly in the book, trying to call his attention to things, did all the homework, 40 days of homework, my goodness, did all the homework, and has a special folder in our company mailbox. Hard work pays off. All right, what is this one over here? I see some tiny little details.
Yeah, actually, this is the ITO. Actually, I have wrote down in hand the page 686.
Wow.
So I
Your son is not happy about the PMBOK guide. He doesn't like page 686. He doesn't want to see it again, ever.
I'm just read down. Please. Okay. So
Does
so I'm
is he saying he wants to become a PMP?
yeah. Uh, actually, I write down all the ITOs in left side, and actually the same format in page 686. So I'm just in brain dumping. I can do it or not, and put down all the ITOs, and like 4.5, 4.6, 7.2, and just all the ITOs. I'm trying to memorize, and I'm trying to sort it out.
Wow.
Done it
By hand. My
by
goodness.
hand, by hand.
Wow.
So this is just one week before the exam.
Wow. 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 So you did everything that we were telling you to do, MD. And I want to just very quickly ask those our friends who are on the call on Zoom. So Fabian, MD, Tuhin, oh, Mercedes, how you doing? Good to see you. And Ruxana, anyone who has got questions, I want you to begin typing them in, send them in. Let's go ahead and unmute. And as our custom is, if you want to give a shout out to MD and shout congrats to him, why don't you unmute yourself and say congratulations to him so he can hear your voice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a big one. It's a big one. Yes, it is. How you doing, Phil, too?
Thank you, Mercedes. And Mercedes, you and MD were in the same class, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I'm very happy for him. It- It's something that you take it out of your chest and you say, "Wow."
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
still following you. I'm still following you.
thank you, Mercedes. And thanks for your encouragement and showing up because the 40 days to PMP exam success class, it ended. And just as it was ending, PMI changed the exam. So a lot of you folks lost touch, but there are a lot of folks who were on in that class. In fact, I just got an email from another one, George, a few days ago. George is now PMP as well. And he didn't really show up to classes very much because it was around the holiday period of, December. And that's a very tricky time to take the exam because everyone's looking forward to the new year. So thank you for the shout outs.
Yes.
Uh,
We have to
appreciate
keep
it.
it up.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you very much. And we got some chats. Fabian says, congrats, MD. Thank you for the lessons learned.
Thank you so much.
Mercedes said you decompose. Yeah, you decomposed the exam. You did it. You did it. All right. So, MD, tell us, did you take the exam at home or did you take the exam in a test center and why?
I'm taking the exam at home.
Wow.
As because the first time when I take the exam in test center, the actually environment was not suitable for me, because the actually I test the exam in desktop computer with mouse and keyboard and everything, which is not suitable for me. And second time I have thought that if I take the exam in my laptop from my home, and I'm taking all the infrastructures and all the internet connections and everything I'm just managed, and I'm succeed because I'm already told to you that the first time I have experienced which is not good for me.
Yeah, you
And
had a really bad experience that
yeah,
time. So I understand absolutely. We have a couple of friends on YouTube. Donna, thank you very much for the congrats to MD. And we have Malik Muazzam, who says, which book would you like to prefer for the PMP? So MD used a number of tools, but MD used pretty much everything that we had in our classes. And judging from all the images, MD on the screen, can I guess that your favorite book is the PMBOK Guide? No, I'm joking. Tell us. Tell us.
yeah, yeah. PMBOK guide and basically the PMP essential books is very much helpful for me. And the last one you sent to me with combined with Agile, and which is very much helpful because one more thing I need to mention, the template that you used in PMP Essential. Each and every template I have tried to utilize in my office,
Um, wow,
and
wow.
it's very helpful for me. Each and every template.
Well done. A lot of folks don't know that we have the Project Management Essentials book. And
Yeah,
a lot of students, including MD, as you're here now, have said that the PM Essentials book was just gold. And we have another copy of the Essentials book coming out soon, MD. You don't need it, but I'm telling you, a lot of you who've taken the exam, and when you come back and give us feedback on how useful that book is, it helps us plan how to help other students. So we're going to come out with a version of the book. It's going to have pretty much less of the volume of ITTOs, and we're going to focus more on the new content outline. And then we're going to have for every task, we're going to have Agile from Roy's perspective in that book. So that's going to help. So tell us, in the course you did, you had a lot of videos to watch, one video or two every day, and you watched all those videos, and you also watched the Agile videos from Roy this time, right?
yeah, yeah.
So how many days would you say your final big push to studying was? How many days?
Actually, I was. It's a long history for the PMP exam. The PMP exam actually I have started at 2019 for the
Wow.
35 hours eligibility course in PMI, which is taught by Mr. Gausul Azam sir from Bangladesh.
Okay.
And actually, I'm not at that time. I'm totally not interested to take the PMP exam basically, but I'm learning PMP for my personal career development. But
Mm,
when I learned that the PMP is an international certification, which is very much helpful for me for the personal and career development, which will be internationally recognized and
yeah.
helpful, and I
Mhm.
dreamed it to get PMP.
Mm,
And after 1 year's journey, and the eligibility was actually April 2020, and
okay.
at that time the pandemic situation when came in, then it's a great chance for me to concentrate my PMP. And I'm just starting my PMP from April 20. For luckily I'm get 1 year extension for pandemic. So
Oh,
at
okay.
that time I'm started again for PMP and looking for a trainer, international trainer, who helped me a lot, and finding some Facebook groups, YouTubes, and luckily I'm getting you, Phil. Really, really at that time. And when I find you, then the biggest challenge was the payment. And at that time, I find out who is helped me to get payment from America. Then I find Shongit, and Shongit told me that okay, I'll do it for you. You can pay me from Bangladesh. Actually, I paid to his father when he paid.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
That was really, I mean, wow, that was very nice of him to do that. And at the end of the day, for you to have been able to pay back like you promised, you're a good guy. So well
Yeah.
done. Good on you for doing all of that. A lot of people don't know how hard it could be to even get fees, just pay. Not that you can pay, but just to get it. Because I know that the payment system is hard. So now
Yeah.
you've explained to me, but tell us, a lot of people they didn't get in the beginning what your position is in your company and what you do. You want to tell them real quick?
Yeah, actually, when I started, I was the position of the head of business development in a software company. But after taking my PMP learning, or PMP PMP knowledge, I'm
Mhm.
switching my job as a project director in a software company. And
Wow.
when I take the position, I take the responsibility, and then I have tried to implement my PMP lesson that I have taught from you,
Yeah.
and try to experiment in my existing projects. And I saw that I was in a software company, so most of the projects are followed by a predictive process.
Okay.
At that time, I have tried to utilize all the project in hybrid or the agile methodology, and try to
Mm.
follow your all the lessons. And I already sent to you a process to for starting the project basically. So
Wow. Wow.
so so uh, in Bangladesh, the most of the companies are not followed the standard process. But
Mm.
I saw that actually without process, we have faced a lot of problem in terms of cost, in terms of
Mm.
schedule, in terms of
Mhm.
scope basically.
Yeah.
Because most of the people don't know actually the scope finalization is very very important for each and everyone. When they start the work, then they just increase their scope, increase their thinking. So it's quite tough for us to uh, actually maintain the scope or maintain the schedules. So we
Mhm.
just started the hybrid or agile methodology from 2020 November or December.
Wow. Okay. So maybe now that you're PMP and you've gotten all this knowledge from Roy's training, you know when to bring Agile in and when to just leave it as predictive, right?
Right, right.
Good stuff. Let's go into your lessons learned. So tell us how you studied for the exam. Now I know you had a newborn, and of course it's always fun when you got a baby, right?
Yeah.
So how did you manage to do it? How were you studying?
Yeah, it's a long journey for me. And last 6 months, I have shifted my family into the village. because it's quite tough to manage both the yeah, both the actually studies in same time. That's why I have just
Yeah.
shifted my family into the village, and the 6 month is continuously hardworking for the PMP, and I think it will be helpful for me.
You've told them obviously, so they must be very happy that now you're a PMP,
Yeah,
obviously.
obviously.
Good. So you were studying average of how many hours a day?
Actually, I have tried to study for 8 to 10 hours averagely.
Wow.
Sometimes 12 hours, sometimes, but minimum
Wow.
4 hours a day. Minimum four
Wow.
hours a day, and average I can take 8 to 10 hours.
That is dedication. You are, of course, taking breaks in between.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully. So let's talk about the actual mastery of Agile. How were you able to master Agile? Tell us any techniques you used, any approaches.
yeah. Basically, actually, I'm starting my career as a software engineer, and Agile is very much related to me. And after getting the agile process or learning from LMS or from Roy, I'm actually I'm a soft fascination about agile from 2 or 3 hours ago, but I don't know why agile and how can I implement it. But after getting the training from you, from Praizion, from Roy,
Mm.
then I have a lot of interest for this agile, as especially because this is a software directly related to me, and
Exactly.
I have tried to utilize this agile in my team. I have a 9% of a
Mm.
Scrum team, and which is very much helpful for me to implement it in my existing office, in existing projects. So
Yeah.
I am congratulate to my team after getting my PMP exam, because they help me a lot. They prayer for me, they
Wow.
prayer for me, and
Wow.
because they learned a lot of things from me also. And
Wow.
and every day we have made a Scrum meeting. It's at 10 a.m. Still now, each and every day at 10 a.m. We have created a Scrum meeting with my team, and it's very much helpful for me also.
That is cool. That is really cool. It's nice to know something that you can take and make real use of in the workplace. And
Yes.
actually, it pertains very much to you because we all know Agile is used everywhere now, but the origins are more in software. So that
Yeah.
is very interesting take. And for all the other areas, MD, I know that you pretty much mastered these because you were doing a lot of predictive stuff. So process and business. And I saw some of the documents you sent me. And even before you took the exam, I knew that you understood the predictive and the business and the process. But I was curious about the agile, and now you've answered it, and you've also helped me see how the future could look for your company going into more predictive. So for the question, how to tackle the ITTOs, for those folks who are just coming, MD was a student of the guide. So take a look at his page 25, my goodness. And then
Yeah.
take a look at all the detail for each
Each and
process.
yeah, each and every on adapter, I'm just write down my brain dumping
Wow.
for the test 25. Each and every each and every on adapter. So it's very much helpful for me, and the formula and the PMP main line. The PMP main
Mm,
line, it's very much helpful. It's so much helpful for me, because the mail line can concept me all the time. Actually, I'm just within the mail line each and every day. I'm
wow.
just thinking about the main line, actually, which is in your LMS.
Wow.
And
So
this is the
I'm showing everyone all the work you did because I think people make a mistake these days. They think they shouldn't read the PMBOK guide. But I want to really emphasize that if you were to understand everything in there, it's going to increase your tolerance for pain on the exam because the exam could be very ambiguous. If you have not been through something like that, the exam could take you by surprise. But I think the way MD did it, and it's not just reading it blindly, there's a difference between reading the PMBOK guide and practicing what you read And MD, not only did he put pen to paper, as you're seeing in the screenshots I'm showing you, but he actually practiced it in the workplace. And that's a whole lot of dedication. Look at that. Look at all that he did, all the days. So for people who don't know the program, the 40 days program, which is different from the masterclass, but the 40 days program, because it was so rigorous to do all this work, you know, all this work. And I know Mercedes did the same thing. She did all of this work. It took a lot from you to do all of this. And I know it was challenging, but the results are huge because now you're PMP, you got no care in the world. This one right here, do you want to tell us what this one was, MD? What's this?
Yeah, I am a, actually I have a whiteboard. Actually, this is my son's whiteboard. In my this is my son's whiteboard, and I each and every day I'm just taking each and every process like this is a
Wow.
plan quality management, and just write down each and every process, inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs.
Wow.
For it. I'm just taking just a one shot because it's quite tough to actually store all the images. I'm just taking one shot and sending.
Mm. So
But in this way, I have taken 49 process uh, yeah, after one day after.
gotcha, gotcha. So MD, I know a lot of people are curious because you listened to everything I had to say during the course. Obviously, you practiced it, you did it. The question is going to be, all right, how much of your exam was agile? How much of your exam was predictive? Can you give us a rough approximation from what you know, roughly? What was it? What was the ratio?
Yeah, I'm lucky to actually take the exam in both the version, so I can guess for the agile version actually more than 70% questions are agile flavor. Maybe 75%, maybe.
Wow. Wow.
And the Scrum guide, the 353 rules, then the Scrum process of Roy Selling actually see the board of the 353 rules.
Yeah.
With so it's very much actually I'm always taking with mine the Agile guide, the Scrum guide, the 12 page as a Scrum guide,
Wow.
which is very much helpful for me. And I am every day I am working with my team, with my project
Mm.
manager for the Scrum guide each and every day,
Scrum.
reading
Wow.
it and try to implement it in our existing projects. So it's very much helpful.
Wow.
The Scrum guide. The Scrum guide is so much helpful. A lot of questions are getting from a Scrum guide,
Wow.
and the Agile guide actually from PMI. There are a lot of questions from the
In the
Agile
same
guide also.
token. So
Yeah,
for those of you watching,
each and every question
yeah.
are actually touched with Agile. Each and every
Oh
question.
dear. So for those people who are just coming, what MD is telling us is from his perspective, agile questions could actually almost be like 75% of what he felt he got. And I just want you to put that in proper perspective so that you've seen a lot of what he's shown you from the PMBOK guide, and that was important for his overall understanding. And just know that MD is a practitioner of this stuff. He didn't just want to like read it to pass an exam. He wanted to read it to practice it. And that's what he's been doing with the PMBOK guide stuff. But now he's telling you the agile stuff, the Scrum guide, the agile practice guide. You must know them for your exam, or it sounds like there's no way, right, MD? There's no way.
Yes, no way, no way. Actually, PMBOK sixth edition is the base as per my experience.
Yeah.
You must have to complete it with a actually you need to cope up with the sixth edition or the actually the 50 the 49 process, and
49 processes.
yeah, and 10 knowledge areas. You must mastered it. After
Hmm.
that, you just need to you must need to standardize, or you must need to read the Scrum guide and Agile guide. But
Mm.
PMBOK is the basement
The
as per my,
base.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a very good analogy. because I think if you don't have the base, still there's actually no way either. If you don't have the base, there's no way. And if you don't have Agile, there's no way. So you got to
Yeah.
have both. I just want to give a shout out. One of our PMP gurus, he dropped by to support you on YouTube. So Keith, thank you for stopping by and giving a shout out to MD. So MD, let's go over to some more questions about how you tackle the exam. How many minutes did you spend for your first 60 questions, then the next, then the next?
Yeah, first 60 questions actually, when first 60 minutes I have completed 70 to 75 questions.
Nice.
And I have take 5 minutes break,
Okay.
and only 5 minutes break, and then I back to, though I'm in at home, and this is the, this is the Ramadan is ongoing,
Hmm.
so I'm fasting. So that's why
Mm.
there's only 5 minutes to break for that, and then I start
Wow.
again. Then another 60 minutes. I'm taking 80 questions, and only 6% is reviewed for me, and I'm reviewed it, but I'm just sick. And but next time, when before going to break, I'm just review it, and the checked review question is comply with me, so easily I can pass the 6 review question. Then second time, after second time break, I'm just back to my seat, and then another questions I will answer, and only 6 minutes
Wow.
I have taking at hand at last.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so
Hmm. So it's we can't say it's an easy exam, can we, MD?
hello, yeah,
MD, we
yeah.
cannot say it's easy. That's wrong to say PMP exam is an easy exam.
No, actually, from my side, it's a huge, challenging, and quite tough exam for me.
Mm.
Though I am taking the exam in sixth edition,
Yeah.
but the seventh edition, I'm just flavoring, trying to agile. That's why I'm pop up with the question, and I'm always taking the question in Dixiv approach.
Good.
Not reading all these things, because I have from a past exam, I always behind the question, always behind. But this
Mm.
exam I am taking lead. I am taking lead
Lovely.
for
You
this
were
one.
you were in control on this exam. So I
Yeah,
know some folks didn't catch the Dixiv because it's very peculiar to Praizion. In fact, there's a lot of stuff that PMI has.
it's
And
learned by you.
we try to make people know what PMI has because they don't advertise it. But honestly, I think the Dixiv approach is one of the best and most powerful things ever in the PMBOK guide, but a lot of people don't know, except you come through our training, then you hear me talking about Dixiv. But for those watching, Dixiv is from the managed quality process. And honestly, you can apply this to any problem to solve in life. I actually have a 1 hour training on Dixiv, but it's define the problem, identify the root cause, generate alternatives, choose the best alternative, implement that alternative, and verify solution effectiveness. But not only can you use it to solve problems in the real world, you can use it on your exam
Yeah,
to solve the problems on the exam, to choose the right problem. So MD, you are really a product of the process, and I cannot tell you how proud I am. I'm sure Sangeet has the same perspective. He'll be very happy that you used this opportunity, and now you're PMP. So let's talk about the end of the exam. So as you're getting towards the end, did you mark a whole number of questions to review?
yeah. Only in first half I have only 4%
Okay.
reviewed,
Mhm.
and in second half I have only 3%, and the final half I have only 6%. But review questions, or the flag question, I have reviewed but checked in, and when the second time review it, most of the answers are comply with me, which is
Mm.
previously tackled it.
Good, good. Okay. So 6 minutes left. You decided to end
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then what happened when you pressed end?
Yeah, I see that. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm totally astonished to see that screen, and really, 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 I'm totally surprised. I got it, and
Wow.
I'm taking to my wife, then my father and mother,
Aw.
and they are just what? Yeah, just yeah, I just got it.
Wow. Wow. Well, you don't know this, MD, but I want you to apply yourself as much as possible to do something with your PMP beyond just getting certified. And I know you've started to do it, but I want to encourage you to go even a step further. You don't know this, but one of my most valuable players, my MVPs, as I call them, one of them is in Bangladesh. And he's a partner with me on writing content, writing stories, writing materials, creating templates and tools. He's a PMP. He's a really outstanding PMP. And our learning administrator, Margaret, she knows firsthand. He wrote a lot of the questions that some of you experience on the learning system, where you're like, what kind of question is this? Whoever wrote this question is crazy. It's that guy. So I want you to take it to the next level. I want you to be my next MVP in Bangladesh. His name is Syed. He's very, very good in project management, Microsoft Project, command of PMBOK, command of, you just name it. So don't stop at PMP, whatever you need to do to get to the next level, do it. Whatever that next level is, do it. And don't forget to let me know if you need any assistance. I'll always be happy to help. All right.
I'm working with you for a long time, and it's my aim to work with you for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, MD. You're definitely so. The funny thing, MD, I was looking at PMI's blog, project management, what's it, projectmanagement.com, and I realized that one of the comments you left on projectmanagement.com, I had quoted you before you became our student about the seventh edition. You didn't know this, but I had quoted you in one of the videos, and it was when I was going back, I'm like, isn't this our student? It was such a moment because I now realize that you had left such a good perspective on the seventh edition, and I didn't realize it until after you were already a student. So well done. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep bringing people to realize how better to manage projects, and however we can help you, let's know. All right. So we want to open it up to anyone that has a question for MD. Any questions from our friends on the call? Fabian, Robbie, thanks for coming. Ruxana, anyone that's got questions, feel free to ask them, anyone on YouTube. Because the reason why we do this is to help you and to get people to be more confident to take the exam. So any questions? Maybe you did such a good job, MD. No one's got questions. You did such a good job. Everyone's like, okay, I know what to do. So MD, tell us, what would you do differently? If you could do it all over again, what would you do differently?
Actually, first thing I want to share with you the audio digest, which is
Ah,
helped me a lot, and still now I
wow.
don't know how many times I will listen it, but I'm totally favorite for your audio digest all the time in my TV, in my
Wow.
mobile, I am listening as an MP3. In my
Wow.
I'm riding a bike, and all the time I'm listening. All the time I'm listening,
Wow.
and your accent is so much. Believe me, I don't know. I'm weak in English, and but your accent is totally helpful for me.
Oh, thank
I
you,
don't
MD. You're
I
not.
don't know how can I understand how can I understand your vocal. It really helpful for me. All the
Thank
time
you,
I'm listening.
MD. And honestly, I understand every single thing you're saying, and I think your English is great. But thank you very much for the kudos. And we have a question from Mercedes. You did your root cause analysis? She said.
Yeah.
Mercedes is funny. You did your root cause analysis. So let's see. Did we get any questions from YouTube? No questions from YouTube. So at this point, I think the last thing we have is our typical FAQs, and I'm really excited to hear that you use the audio digest because there's actually a phase 2 of the audio digest, and it was recorded by a lot of people. You don't really hear my voice in it very much, but that is going to be coming out towards the end of this year. And it's about 8 hours of audio for people who are PMPs. And it's really to guide them along the way. So when that comes out, I will definitely notify everyone and you'll know it's available. Yes, I know you did listen to the audio digest, Mercedes. I know that. Yes.
This is
All right.
exceptional. This is exceptional one. This is exceptional one. Really exceptional.
Thank
So
you.
good, I guess.
Thank you, MD. Yeah, you're motivating me to go release the phase 2 of the audio digest for PMPs, and I will. It's already done. It's already ready. We finished it over a year ago, but we were waiting for the Project Leadership Institute program, which we've started. So anyway, but here we go. FAQs. Did you read the PMBOK guide? Yes. How many hours do I need to study daily? It depends, but MD studied upwards of, what was the minimum time you studied, MD, in a day?
Actually, at that time, when I studied for PMP, I studied at minimum 2 hours.
Wow. Wow. All right. How many additional books do I need? None. We give you everything, and you heard MD say the essentials book. Now, I mean, along the way, there are going to be books that may come into our periphery, but really just do what MD did towards the end. Stay on the PMBOK guide, stay on the essentials book, and watch all those videos from Roy, and you'll be good. MD, honestly, I have to be honest, it was a bit of a shock when you sent me that email, because weren't we supposed to have been going to end of May? Weren't we meant to be end of May, MD, right? You're
Yeah.
supposed to have gone all the way to end of May, but you were done in like maybe a month before you bargained, isn't
Yeah,
it?
only
And the reason why you did that, you told me that PMI sent you an offer or something. What was that?
yeah, actually, my last date was April 18, and I request to PMI, please give me 1 month for taking the exam. But I see that I have a coupon, a discount code, and only I take the exam in $96.
Wow.
So why not I take the exam in before 18? So I take the exam and I pass.
Wow. You took a chance because of the
Yeah.
coupon.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about motivation. So you were motivated. So for those who are not PMBOK geeks, I get excited when I see opportunity and risk. So your risk appetite was huge because you knew if I pass it, I only paid $96.
Right, right.
So you were motivated to take on that risk in pursuit of the reward of getting certified, and it paid off. You know, sometimes you got to take a risk. Oh dear, well done. All right, let's take a look at the last few questions we have, MD. I know it's late, it's 12 midnight where you are, and I appreciate you doing this. Are formulas a big part of the exam? Are they?
Yeah, but only 2 or 3 questions from math, like the SP or CPI. Actually, don't need any calculator or uh, uh, anything. I'm just
Wow.
taking the question in my mind, basically.
Yeah.
But I have taken preparation the formula many a version from LMS,
Oh, wow.
and write all those things. Actually, your LMS many version is lot of helpful for me. But this is maybe help me for the conceptualization or tackling the
Yeah.
questions, but no questions from math, basically.
Well, it's good, and people are trying to do the minimum amount of work. But you're saying sometimes knowing those formulas is going to help enrich your understanding.
Yeah,
And it's going to make you a better project manager when you're aware of certain things, make you more formidable in the workplace. You see, a lot of people just want to get PMP, but they forget there's no use of PMP if you cannot apply it in the job. Some people get into a job and then they cannot do what they need to do and they're asked to leave. But if you go through the entire process and you know the spectrum of possibilities from the world of Scrum, Agile, Kanban, hybrids, and predictive, you're only going to be more powerful. All right. The next question, someone said, should I delay my exam? No, do what MD did. Take a risk. Okay, I'm joking, but you got to take a calculated risk. So MD, when you got this extension from PMI, but you looked at the coupon, did
Yeah.
you do an analysis in your head and did you say, all right, how much more studying do I need to do before the exam?
Yeah, but actually, when actually I take I'm taking 1 month extension from PMA, but I'm preparing for PMP the 25 days in Gantt chart
Ah,
before 18. Because I know PMI don't give me the opportunity, but somehow
yeah,
I get the opportunity from PMI 1 month extension. But I'm taking the exam on PO 18.
that was a good move. That was a good move. So if someone says, okay, you took the exam, how did you know you were ready for the test? Did you feel ready, MD?
Yeah, I actually after losing the exam for the first time in 28th December, and after that I'm my family, especially my wife, told me that take the exam within this current flow, so that it's helpful for you, and
Ah,
I'm getting motivated and trying to continue my study
lovely.
each and every day for 2 hours, and for my new baby, for my family, and for my new job, and I'm trying to get the exam within March. First time I'm trying to get the exam within March, but it is
Okay.
not possible for me in March. I'm trying to set the new schedule for
Hmm.
only 4 weeks, and
Okay.
I'm already showing to you.
And you did it.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, MD, you probably already know this, but you are a PMP guru. We see you as a guru. We want you to go mentor, train, help coach, help other people, help your company, blow the lid of this whole thing, and your company will be happy. You'll be happy. And the next level, whatever that is, just let us know how we can help you. I don't think we got any other questions in the queue from YouTube. So for our YouTube viewers, we want to say thank you very much. We are going to be rounding up from here and we appreciate your viewership. Thank you very much. So we'll see you YouTube viewers. Those on Zoom, don't go away. So let's